How you doing, YouTube? Right, back with another one. Finally got my hands on this thing. I've been after this for quite a while. It's the Vaporesso Target VTC 75 watt mod. Well, sounds like a coffee machine really, doesn't it? And I've been looking at the box. I cannot actually see anywhere where it says it makes last day either, so let's have a look and get up and close personal with this thing and see what it's all about.
I am the god of hellfire, and I bring you fire.
Right, this thing, yeah, I've actually had to wait for it quite a while. I came into the country start of the year, but I could basically have it in any colour I wanted, apart from the one I actually wanted, which was the silver. So I've waited. I've had this thing about a week now. Been playing with it, messing around, and I've got to say it's pretty good. So what we'll do, we'll get down close and personal with it, have a good old look. And just for you unboxing junkies out there in YouTube land, I've actually put it all in the box so you can see it all come out, and then we'll have a proper look. Right, so this is how it comes. Nice box. If you have a look on the back, it will tell you Target mod, C-cell coil, extra C-cell coil, USB cable, manual, blah blah blah. Alright. Back of this box, exactly the same sort of thing. Once you actually get into the box, you get the little C-cell replacement coil. Tells you exactly what's what about it. Now it says it's self-cleaning. Yeah, I'm not too sure about that one myself. You've got a nice little book, explains exactly what's what, instructions, pretty clear and concise. Spare coil, I've actually got the nickel coil in at the moment. That is the ordinary Canthol tank mod, and tucked away in here we have the USB cable. Right, so we've got the tank on, and I'd have to say, we've got to say, it really is a good looking mod. This is right, it's pretty straightforward. 5 clicks on, 5 clicks off, you're into wattage mode. Hold the plus and the minus down together and it will go over into temperature control. Now it will round robin, so once you get up all the way, it'll flick itself into centigrade, all the way back round into Fahrenheit. There you go. Wattage mode, exactly the same thing. It will go all the way up to 75, round robin. Oh no, just to prove me wrong, it's not doing it now. Straightforward up and down on the wattage mode. Go all the way down to 5 and back up again. I've been running this thing on wattage mode at 50 watts. Seems to be a sweet spot on this coil. Any more than that and seem to lose a little bit of flavour. Right, so we'll flip that back over. And for me, like I say, running it around 480 to 520, chops and change, depends on the juice really. Right, if you pop another tank on while it's turned off, click it on. Hit the fire button and it will not flip itself over in ordinary Canthol mode. You have to go in physically, change it yourself. Now for me, I think that should recognise it, but for some reason it doesn't. So right, we've had a little look up close and personal, and we'll go back up and have a little talk about this thing. Right, now then, we're back up here again. Now, this thing, now one thing I can say, it is definitely one of these tanks where, well, tanks, the whole mod itself, you're going to love it or you're going to hate it. Now for me, the minute I saw it, I absolutely loved it. I mean, the looks, the silver metal, well the metal stain, the polished stainless finish, I just love everything about it. And I mean, it looks, I mean, if you see the black and the white ones and the other colours, they look a bit like a games joystick, but it also looks, I don't know, it kind of reminds me of the butt of a gun. Not that I've ever held one, but and it just fits in the hand really nice. The positioning of the trigger, everything. I mean, ergonomically, this thing is pretty spot on. You've got the little bit of the button at the back, does absolutely nothing, but a handy place to put your thumb. So, what does this thing vape like? Well, I've been running it at around 500 on the temp control. And I've got to say, it vapes very, very, very well. Yeah, lovely, lovely flavour off of that. Now, to begin with, I wasn't quite 100% on it for the very simple reason the coils need a little while to mature. I think it takes a little while for them to really start wicking well. I mean, once I'd actually hit that third tank, the flavour really, really did start coming through. And I mean, it's as good or better as anything else I've tried in the past. And I've tried quite a few. One thing I didn't show you when we had it down at the bottom, battery lives in the back there. You've got a nice sort of, it's a funny little knurled, almost grippy feeling to that, but literally just pop that out, down, there's your battery, lives in the back, straight under. Now the magnets on these are actually really, really good. There's no rattle, it doesn't move anything, it's proper solid. Now what I did do with this, I don't know if you can see that sort of like little cooling fins on there. Now I just have to have this drip tip here, which suits this absolutely perfectly. It just makes it look even better than what it already does. And like I say, it's one of those mods, you're going to love it or hate it. For me, I just love the look of it. I mean, a few people have said the screen's in the wrong place, but yeah, what does it matter if your hands are over it? I mean, you can still see that if you need to. And like I say, flavour wise, with that top on, it doesn't heat up or anything. It's pretty much spot on. Blimey, choking myself to death. Yeah, that is really, really nice. Lovely thick clouds, lovely taste. Now that's on 500 watts. If you 500 watts, sorry, 500 Fahrenheit. Yeah, I don't think I fancy 500 watts somehow. That would that's one I want to tear your fucking head off. Right, so thoughts and opinions on this thing. Well, I think you've probably worked out. I absolutely love it. I love the looks, just everything about it. It's kind of turned into my favourite, and like I say, good clouds, good vapour. It's dead easy to use. Couple of very minor little niggles, like it not flipping over between temp control and control when you're chopping and changing tanks over. Now it doesn't actually matter what tank you put on this, anything stainless. I'll tell you what I'll do, I shall pop my Triton on here, and as you can see, still looks absolutely great. Doesn't matter what you put on there, as long as it's got stainless finish, it's going to look good. Now, a couple of little niggly things, like I say. The temp control flipping over was one of them, from Canthol to nickel. But beyond that, I really don't have any other little quibbles or moans about this thing. It really is that good. I mean, it's a good price. And for me, this is it was my first sort of venture into temperature control. Now, originally I thought temperature control when it first came out was a load of bollocks. Well, I suppose it was to a certain extent, because a lot of the earlier mods that had it on and stuff, they just did not work properly. But like I say, I actually thought it was a load of old crap. But what I will say is it's going to save coils. The amount of times I've seen people throw a box in their pocket, not notice it's turned up, they grab hold of it, have a vape, and then it's you know what I mean, that horrible burnt taste you get when you're dry hitting a coil. I've done it, and I've literally put a brand new coil on, not realised, and destroyed it within seconds. With temperature control, you're never ever going to have that. It will reach that particular temperature where you've got it set at, but that also applies to how hot you want your vape to come out and so on. So for me, on this one, it really does work, and it works well. This is a very good mod. 75 watt. Now, battery life, if you turn everything up and you're on it all day banging away like a lunatic, you are going to drain it pretty quick, but that pretty much goes with, I'd say, virtually anything out there. Maybe at some point in time they may even bring out a dual battery mod, which would be really nice. It's exactly the same looks, couple of batteries in there, ramp up the power. It would be very nice. So yeah, if you're watching, guys, there's a little suggestion for you. Now I know Vaporesso, they have got other stuff in the pipeline. There is other bits and pieces coming that I've seen, but none of it's actually about yet. So right, final conclusions with this thing. It's brilliant. I like it. It looks really good. It works well. It's easy to use, and you really cannot go wrong. And as for the coils, the flavour you get off of this, I mean, a lot of people there's been a lot of stuff said about ceramic coils, but the ones in this, they work really well. On that subject, what I will say, self-cleaning, well, that one possibly a bit far-fetched. I can see these coils are actually lasting quite a while, but the self-cleaning thing, now the coil has actually got a very thin piece of cotton wrapped around the ceramic, and then inside that you've got the coil baked into the ceramic. The weak spot's always going to be that cotton. It's going to eventually, you can clean the coils out, but eventually it's going to get too gunked up and it's beyond repair, and it's not going to vape properly, it's not going to wick properly. So unless I can find something out there where it actually does show you how it's all self-cleaning, then I'm a bit sceptical. But other than that, gripes and moans aside, it is bang on. Would I recommend you go out and buy one of these? Definitely, 100%. It is the dog's bollocks, really. And so yeah, there you have it, the Vaporesso Target 75 VTC. And I've been looking on that box. I still can't find where I'm going to make my fucking coffee or my latte from. I might just have to go in the kitchen and do it myself. No good. I need to send these people an email, I think. Alright, so YouTube, that's it from me. I've enjoyed doing this one, and I shall be back soon with a couple more. I'm going to be reviewing a couple of tanks I've bought recently, and that will be my next point of call. So for now, thanks for watching. If you want to see some more, like and subscribe, and cheers. Thanks for watching.